let's see if we can squeeze in one more with Tina calling in. Pronouns are she, her, and she's got. I think this is a good one to round up our cavalcade of bad sex ed stories. Tina, what have you got for us?
Hi there. I just wanted to tell my little story about. It wasn't really a sex talk with my mom, but I needed money for like period products, and so I wanted to try tampons, and she was very, very nervous, and I had to assure her that I would still be a virgin even if I used tampons.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So even tampons for like cheating on your future spouse?
Yep.
Wow.
And you're calling in from Canada too, like not somewhere thought to be rather, backwards and we're thought of as pretty progressive folk. I'm surprised.
I actually have a Mennonite background.
Okay, and the curtain is lifted. I get it.
Yeah. So I was really curious about how Janice's family feels about her career in sexual education.
Yeah. Well, my siblings are atheists. They all left the belief system long before me. I was married to a pastor.
Okay.
So I'm estranged from my father, who's a fundamentalist and a narcissist, and he doesn't have anything good to say about the work that I do. I'm still close to my mother. She's in her 80s. Yeah. So my mom's in her 80s, and she's still a believer. And she tries to understand what I do. So she knows that I work with folks who have religious trauma. And of course, her thought is, well, my religion's not traumatizing to anyone. I hear that a lot from Christians. But so we generally just kind of avoid talking about it or don't go too deeply. I did tell her I was doing this program, this secular sexuality. And she said, "Oh, that's good, dear. People need to hear some good sex advice." So, way to go!
Oh, wow.
She's pretty progressive for an older gal. That's for sure. But I'm not really in contact with many people from my former community unless they leave, and then they reach out to me. But thanks for asking about that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Right.
And I'm that your mother sounds awesome.
She's delightful.
I can relate to having a narcissist for a father, but this is that's a whole other show. But Tina, thank you very much for calling in to share, and I hope you have a great night. Tampons, like even tampons are threatening. Like that's crazy. I remember when my two daughters were coming to that age and they thought that I would be like uncomfortable or nervous or not want to provide them with those. And I was like, no, I have no problem. If you need some products, I can either give you the money or I can go and get it for you. And they're like, you're not weirded out by that? And I'm like, no, I had sex with your mother and many times. I know how that stuff works. It doesn't have to be weird.
Yeah.
And
you don't have to have shame about your vagina. Again, with the shame.
It's just a part of growing up. It's just a part of your anatomy. It's nothing to be ashamed about, and it doesn't weird me out at all.
Yeah.
There's also something very real known as period poverty, and that's people who they're so living on the edge of poverty, and these women and young ladies, they cannot afford feminine hygiene products, and so they're skipping school or they're having to decide between food or tampons. So if people research period poverty, there are actually some charities that people can donate to try and help out folks who are having that struggle themselves.
Yes, cool. Thank you for mentioning that. Period products are not cheap.
They're not.
And I don't know how it is in Canada, but I know like here in the US, they are still taxed. It's not like considered an essential item,
That's
so you're paying the expensive price for it plus tax.
But in British Columbia, they are moving to make birth control free. Isn't that exciting? I mean, my IUD was hundreds of dollars. So
Right.
I'm very just delighted. And I hope that the government follows through on that.
That would be wonderful. Y'all might have a lot of migrants from the South coming to
Come on
you.
over.
I've been saying for years, I'm moving to Canada. That's it. This is the final straw, but I'm still here. But